All right, Trailblazers.com certainly had coverage of the press conference that this gentleman was introduced to the city of Portland, and he's one of the newest Trailblazers, and we have a chance to visit with him on the program tonight. Festus Ezeli, Festus, Brian Wheeler, and Casey Holdahl, thank you for being on the program, and it sounds like from watching a lot of your tweets and everything that Blazer fans have welcomed you with open arms. It sounds like it's already a love affair with Rip City.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, first of all. So far, yes, it's been great. They've taken over all of my social media, which is great. The fans here are amazing. I've been here for about 2 days now. I came down for, try to get acclimated and try to, kind of meet the people and, get acclimated to the great weather that has been so far. I heard a lot about the rain, so I'm also looking forward to that. And but yeah, so far the fans have been amazing.
There'll be plenty of time to get to the rain, Festus. Try to enjoy this while we still have it. So you talk about being here and kind of getting acclimated. I've heard you've been maybe doing some workouts down in Tualatin. How has that gone so far? And how are you feeling you are acclimating not only to the city but to your new teammates and coaches and just kind of the new basketball life that you have here in Portland?
It's pretty good. As you know already, I said in my press conference, I'm a big fan of the way they play. But I didn't know much about their workouts, their trainers, and all those things that I've gotten to find out in the past week or two. And they run a first-class organization. And when I say that, I mean just the way being in the facility for a few days, I see the way they're meticulous about everything. I'm talking about the trainers now. And, they really take care of the players. They've taken me to a few dinners and lunches and breakfasts, and it's all, everybody says, after they're done, they say thank you to Uncle Paul. Apparently, he's somebody that, they really take care of the players here. And, I'm excited for the future because I can see how these are all the makings of a good team, a great team. So, these are all the right foundational stuff. I've been working out with the coaches on the court as well, and they have pointers here and there, and I'm looking forward to growing with this team and taking full advantage of what they have to offer.
We were talking about it last segment, Festus, about the fact that C.J. McCollum reports are that he has signed a contract extension to be a Trailblazer for a long time, and that Blazer fans, they just want to know that the players that are here want to be here, and you made it very evident that this was a team that you were seeking when you got to free agency. Normally it's a player sits back and gets a ton of offers and so forth and then decides which one he likes, but you had targeted the Blazers as a place that you wanted to be in Portland and a team that you wanted to play with as well. What was it about the way things are done as you observe them as an opponent, and not only during the playoff series with the Warriors, but in your time with Golden State taking on the Blazers when you'd have that opportunity during the regular season? What was it about the way they went about things that kind of told you this would be a good fit for you in free agency?
Well, in free agency, you have a ton of offers, right? It's almost like college, trying to pick a college. And so you have to make the best, it's, a lot of things that people ask me is about the money. So, like, what happened? Like, how come you're not, for me, it was much more than that. It was about the team. It was about the fit. It was about the players and the coaches and the organization. And so, looking around the league, and I was, when we played the Trailblazers, I was very excited, and I saw something. I always thought that we were doing something different when we played. When I was playing with the Golden State Warriors, I thought we were doing something different in the fact that we had great chemistry. We had guys that can play that were very tenacious and hardworking, all these things. So I thought it was something that was new and rare with NBA teams. So when I visited with the Trailblazers, first of all, actually back up, I'll go to the playoff series that we had against them. Now at the time, the Warriors beat the Trailblazers 4-1. And by looking at it, you would think, well, it was not a close series. No, there were a lot of things that had to go right for the Warriors to beat the Trailblazers, right? Steph had an incredible game. He went crazy in overtime, wasn't shooting well, and we had some things that went right. It could have just easily been a 2-2 series. And we would have, at the time, we would have had to battle back. So I saw the way that they fought as a team. the Trailblazers were kind of an afterthought at the start of the season with losing their key pieces at the time. And, what they were able to accomplish in the regular season and the playoffs is all a testament of the kind of players and organization they have. They fought hard. Rough start to the season. I think it was a start that was like an 11-24 record. And so from there on, it was something that everybody saw them and saw the future that this team is going to have. I saw it personally because when we played them in the playoff series, I saw how much they wanted it. I saw what their chemistry was like. I saw the fans. It was incredible. And, for me, it was about where do I fit best and what can I contribute to the team and make the greatest impact. So that's what it was for me in this free agency, and that's why I chose the Portland Trailblazers, because I feel like there is a very bright future for this team, and I see myself being a part of it.
Festus, what is your kind of your approach to the offseason at this point in time? I know some guys will take some time and they'll take quite a bit of a rest and then just kind of start to get to shape before training camp. Some guys will kind of work out all summer. Some guys play internationally. Some guys play, club teams like the Drew in Los Angeles. So what an off season for you, particularly around this kind of late July, early August time? Are you kind of in your off season where you're still resting and rehabilitating, or are you starting to ramp up at all, or how do you go about your off season and your preparation for the regular season?
Well, this is a short off season, which is good because we went all the way and we were in the finals. So coming off of that, we had the free agency hoopla, and it was kind of a stressful time because you didn't know how it was going to go, right? So I think my offseason really kind of just started, last week or 2 weeks ago when I signed with the Trailblazers. I rested during that time, kind of. At some point, going to take a trip with my family. But meanwhile, I try to stay in shape. I try to, keep working out, keep working on different things that I got to work on. Just got in the gym with the guys recently, and so we started working on some skill stuff and working on the body, rehabbing, all that stuff. So I'm excited for the year to come. I'm very excited.
One of the things that I really smiled at following you on Twitter, somebody tried to point out to you, I think they were trying to be, thinking that they had one over on you by saying that, it's too bad that you gave up the chance to go after a ring by signing in Portland. And your response was, "Who said I gave that up?" I mean, it was the best response and the most appropriate response. And I think it was one of those situations where you showed everybody that you don't feel like you're taking any kind of a downward turn in terms of status, in terms of potential of a team by signing with the Trailblazers. That you from being on a championship team, you feel that there are the makings of a potential championship team here too.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that I appreciate from being a part of Golden State Warriors is I got to see the process, right? I came into the Warriors my rookie year, and I think the year before, the team was coming off a 23-win season, right, under Mark Jackson. And my rookie year, we made the playoffs for the first time for the second time in 19 years, something like that. And so we go to the playoffs 2 years in a row. Then, the third year we win a championship. So through this whole process, I got to understand what it is about our team that made us different, and that whole process is what I really appreciate. Now, we went to the finals 2 years in a row, and that's not something that people get to experience very often. All these things are things that I bring, and I see that in this team. I see the makings of a great team with this team. They have a great player in Damian Lillard, but, another superstar in C.J. McCollum, and a lot of great pieces. The big fellow Myles Leonard, Mason Plumlee, Ed Davis, these are all great pieces. And then we have Al Farouk, Chief. I'm learning about all the nicknames, by the way. So, we have Al Farouk, we have Mo Harkless, all these different guys everybody, and then the re-signing of AC. So all the different guys fit in very well with this team, and they're all high character guys. Like I said, last year they were an afterthought, right? Because people thought, oh well, they have Damian, but they don't have the superstars. And all these guys worked hard to make themselves recognized, and that's what you need. You don't count those. At one point the Warriors had all these guys, and they still weren't winning those games until we started to put it together. I think this team was just like a couple pieces away from making that statement. And now adding Evan Turner, adding myself, you have Shabazz Napier as well. So we're excited about the future of this team. And, the fans are just, I can already tell they're all excited already for the season to come around. So I think it's going to be a lot of hard work. But like I said, these guys are not ashamed to work hard. I certainly am not myself ashamed of working hard or, afraid of it. So we're excited for what's to come.
I have a feeling that number 31 Festus Ezeli jerseys are going to be big sellers in the Blazers team shop, and I'm sure that those are being stockpiled as we speak. So thank you so much for the time, and I don't know how anybody doesn't get excited hearing you talk about your interest in coming to Portland and what you think you can bring to the Trailblazers. So enjoy the rest of what's left of the summer, and we'll see you before too long, and we'll be playing games before too long, and I know everybody's excited to see you on the court as a Trailblazer, but thank you for the time tonight.
If the jerseys are selling, you just know it's probably my mom. She's super excited about it. She's been calling me all day, like every day since I've been here, trying to figure out everything. Like, how's the city? How's the weather? How are the coaches? How's the facility? How's everything? So she's super excited. She's stoked. She can't wait to get here. So I'm excited to bring my family out here. I'm excited to meet everybody. So I'm excited for this whole thing to start. So,
well, CJ and Damian's moms are as close knit as can be. So I'm sure there's room for your mom to join the
moms
fray
all
as well.
around.
So bring her on and bring the family.
One big Trailblazer family.
There you go. Thank you, Festus.
All right, guys.